Good morning, dear students. Yesterday class we have discussed funds flow statement. Okay, so these funds flow statement, what we have funds flow statement, what are the important points we have in funds flow statement? Yesterday class I already thought important of funds flow statement, financial consequences, financial policies, and financial budget, and points of weak financial position and balances of creditors and source of funds. So these are the important points of financial funds flow statements. Funds flow statement. So what are the accounts are we are prepared in funds flow statement. So we have three types of statements are we are preparing in funds flow statement. FF means funds flow statement. So first one is, so we need compulsory schedule of changes in working capital. So this is the primary account. The next one is adjusted profit and loss account. This is the second one, and third one is funds flow statement. So these three accounts are we need whenever we are preparing funds flow statement. Compulsory we have to prepare these three kind of statement. That is what schedule of changes in working capital, adjusted profit and loss account, and funds flow statement. So this is the preparation of funds flow statement. So next one, today our topic is so before that preparation of funds flow statement, first let we know that what is current assets and what is current liabilities. Okay, so current assets means short term period of assets. So that's why easily converted into cash. Current assets means easily converted into cash, it is called current assets. Easily converted into cash, it is called current assets. So that's why we call it as a current asset. Okay, so current liabilities, we have to pay some of amount. We are compulsory, we have to pay amount, it is called a liability. Compulsory pay the amount to others. It's liable to pay in future. So that is what liability. Okay, so this kind of liability, we have to pay the amount compulsory, that is necessary. That's why we are call it as a current liabilities. Okay, so this is the difference of current assets and current liabilities. So what are the current assets and what are the transactions or under current assets? See that the first one is cash in hand. This is the limitation is 0 to below 3 years. So current assets means a short term period. Then that's why we call it as a current assets. That time period is short time period. So current assets means easily converted into cash. So that is what call it as a current asset. So cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivable, sundry debtors, okay, short term advances, and inventory, okay, inventory and prepaid, and accrued incomes. Accrued income means receivable incomes, which is we are received in advance. It is called, we call it as a accrued income. Cash in hand means cash in hand. So present we have cash in our hand. So that no limit of cash. So that's why no time limit of cash. So that's why we call it as a current assets. May or may not be going inside and coming inside and going outside. So that is what cash in hand, cash at bank, that is what bank balance. That bank balance is not the balance is not a constant level. It should not a constant level, because of sometimes are increase or sometimes are decrease, because of we are deposited some of amount in the bank or withdraw some of amount in the bank at the same amount. So that's why that is not a fixed asset, this is not a current asset. So that's why we call it as a cash at a bank. Next, bills receivable, sum of receipt certain time. So sum of amount, a set of amount we received. So that's why we call it as a bills receivable. Sundry debtors, these are the debtors, sir, whom received from other side, other side, it is called a debtor, we call it as a debtors. So short term advances, short term received advance in amount received in advance. That's why we call it as a short term advances. Next, inventory means a stock. Prepaid expenses. So prepaid expenses means which is we have to pay so in advance. That's why we call it as a prepaid expenses, we are paying in advance. Okay, accrued income means receivable income. These are the current assets. Now go to the point, current liabilities. Current liabilities mean it should be pay the must. Okay, so that's why we call as a current liabilities. Bills payable, so quite opposite to bills receivable. Bills payable, we have to pay some of amount to other person, some of we have to pay some of amount to management. It's called, we call it as a bills payable. Sundry creditors whom give to the benefit, that's why we call it as a sundry creditors. Outstanding expenses which is we cannot to pay, so outstanding, it will pay in future, it is called a outstanding expenses. We will which is we cannot to pay, so we will pay to the in future, that's why we call it as a outstanding expenses which we cannot to pay. Okay, bank overdraft means more than bank balance withdraw, more than bank balance withdraw from account, it is call it as a bank overdraft. For example, we have 15,000, we have 10,000 balance, but we withdraw bank from 15,000. So how it is possible, but it is related only current asset, current account, so that is possible in current account only. So this is what bank overdraft. Next, dividend payable means interest on shares we could not pay at a time, so that's why we are paying in certain amount in future, that's why we call it as a dividend payable. Next one, short term loans below 3 years, that is what a current liability. So these are the things are current assets and current liabilities. Now we will go to work out some problems in funds flow statement. So what is the format of, first we need schedule of changes in working capital. So what we need, how do we prepare the funds flow statement, what are the accounts or we are prepared, what are the accounts are we are preparing. First one, schedule of changes in working capital. Next one, adjusted profit and loss, and third accounting is funds flow statement. So now prepare the format of schedule of changes in working capital. Schedule of changes in working capital. So working capital is equal to current assets minus current liability. Just I wrote here, right here, working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities, we get a working capital answer. Okay, so this is the format, a schedule of changes in working capital. First one, particulars. Okay, so amount, I already said in previous class, whenever we are preparing the schedule of changes in working capital, we have to prepare the two balance sheets, in between two balance sheet. So amount of 2005, for example, this is 1 year balance sheet, and amount, this is 1 year amount of 2006. So we have 2 years, 2005 and 2006, 2 years amount. So okay, so next, effect on working capital. Effect on working capital, increase, sorry, here wrote effect on working capital, increase one column and decrease one column. So this is the format of changes in working capital. Changes of schedule of changes in working capital. Working capital is equal current assets minus current liabilities. I already wrote here current assets, what are the transactions are involved under current assets and what are the transactions are involved in current liabilities. So this is the format. So now first one is particulars and second one is amount of 2005 amount. This is previous year amount, this is present year amount. So this is previous year balance amount and this is present year balance amount. Okay, 2005 and 2006. See here, so how it will be changes in working capital from previous year to present year. So that's why I wrote here increase amount and decrease amount, effect on working capital, increase amount and decrease amount. Okay, so now for example, take one problem. For example, here first one is current assets, current assets. For example, what are the current assets? For example, take cash in hand. Cash in hand, this is current assets. So one more, cash at cash in hand is cash at bank. At sundry debtors, one more transaction, we have to take sundry debtors. For example, this is only example. Cash in hand, this is current asset, and sundry debtors it is also current asset. For example, take in previous balance 10,000 rupees and present balance 15,000 rupees, and sundry debtors 20,000 rupees, for example, and for example 18,000 rupees. Okay, how it will be changes on working capital. So present year balance, this is what current assets. Now remember one thing, so we have one formula: current assets, current liabilities. Okay, current assets, current liabilities. So assets always increase. Okay, assets always increase or always increase. Okay, liabilities, current liabilities increase, assets decrease. Remember, current assets always increase, current liabilities also increase, and current liabilities increase and current assets decrease. This is assets point of view. Remember, okay. See, cash in hand 10,000 and 2005, and cash at bank in 2006 15,000. Okay, 15,000. So 2005 10,000 and 2006 15,000. How much increase? So assets is increase, also increase. So now we will go to write in increase column. 5,000 is increase, no decrease. Okay, next, sundry debtors 20,000 in 2005 balance and 2006 balance 18,000. How much increase or decrease? Increase or decrease? Sundry debtors increase or decrease? See, in 2000 previous year 2005 our amount is 20,000 and current present year is 18,000. It is decrease or increase? It decrease. Now calculating, comparing to previous balance. This is previous balance, this is present balance. So now it is comparing to previous balance. Right now our balance is decreased to the previous balance. So previous balance 20,000 and present balance 18,000. So how much decrease? 2,000 is decrease. Okay, so the over, and these are small problems. Then next one is current liabilities. For example, so current liabilities, take it, current liabilities, sundry creditors. Okay, sundry creditors, how much? Sundry creditors, for example, take 15,000 and previous amount and present amount 10,000. Okay, and for example take bills payable. This is also current liabilities. Bills payable, how much? Bills payable, for example 8,000 and this is 12,000. Now observe the point here. For example, so this is current liabilities. Remember, this is current assets and this is current liabilities. What are the changes we are having? Sundry creditors 15,000 in previous balance and present balance 10,000. So now comparing to the present balance to previous balance, from previous balance to present balance. So previous balance 15,000 and present balance 10,000. Now only we are calculating, we have to take only present balance always. So previous balance 15,000 and present balance 10,000. It is increase or decrease? It is decrease, right? It is decrease. Now asset point of view, current liabilities decrease, the asset value is increase. Current liabilities decrease, the asset value is increase. So our point of view, now current liabilities means it's borrowing sum of amount with lending sum of amount, increase our liability amount. So on that time the asset value is decrease, right? But here only amount is 2005 is 15,000 and 2006 6 is 10,000. Now comparing the previous amount to present amount, here only 15,000 and here only present year. Whenever we are going to do the problem, we'll take only present year amount. So present year amount only 10,000. So the how much increase? 5,000 is 5,000 is decrease. So decrease means current liabilities decrease, then asset value is automatically increase. Now here only write increase 5,000 rupees. Okay, now our business going on good position. Okay, next bills payable, but here now observe this point. 2005 amount is 8,000 and present year amount 12,000. It is decrease or increase? It is increase. It is increase. So current liability increase. On that time the current asset value decrease or increase? So that is decrease. How much decrease? 4,000 rupees is decrease. Now understood the point? I wrote here again current assets and current liabilities. So current assets always increase, no decrease. Okay, current assets always increase. So whatever amount we are getting inside, increase is increase or decrease is decrease, no problem. Then now coming to the point, current liabilities. So current liabilities is increase. Current liabilities is increase, the current assets is decrease. Okay, current assets is decrease, current liabilities is increase. Now observe the point. Okay, so this is the point. See here, once again I tell you, current liabilities, sundry debtors, the previous amount is 15,000 and present amount is 10,000. How much increase? 5,000 is increase. On that time the asset value is increase, so increase column. So here in 2005 the current liabilities is 8,000, previous balance. Now current balance is 12,000, so it is decrease our current liabilities. Now on that time current assets is increase, current assets is decrease. See here, current liabilities is decrease and current liabilities is decrease, and 2006 the liability amount is increase. Okay, liability amount is increase. When the current liabilities is increase, the current assets is decrease, so here decrease. This is the amount. So what is the amount? 10,000 and 20,000, 30,000. Okay, and next 15,000 plus 18,000, 33,000. Okay, now here 15,000, 23,000, and next 10,000 plus here 22,000. But here what is the working capital formula? Working capital is equal to current. This is A, for example this is B, means A minus B. A minus B means current assets minus current liabilities. So what is the current assets amount? A minus B. A 30,000 and B 23,000. So how much remaining amount? 7,000. And here 33,000 and here 22,000. Remaining amount 11,000. Okay, the net amount of working capital increase. Net amount of net working capital amount. So what is the difference? 11,000 minus 7,000, so 4,000. So 4,000 equal amount, total 11,000 and 11,000. So total amount is, this is what the 4,000 is the net working capital. So this amount net working capital. See here, now the effect of working capital here. So net working capital here inside 10,000. See, net working capital how much? How much decrease? 4,000 is decrease. 4,000 here. 4,000 is decrease. How much? 5 plus 5, 10,000, and 2,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000 plus 4,000, 10,000. The amount is tally. So this is right, and whenever our problem is tally, so that schedule of changes in working capital is the right answer. So net networking amount inside in previous column, so we are getting decrease amount, that is what decrease of amount. Now we are going to enter in decrease column, which is or increase. Now we are going to increase column, which is this amount are less. Now we are going to record in increase column remaining amount. Which amount is decreased inside in 2000 previous in 2005 previous year, that amount goes to decrease column. So now amount is tally 10,000 and 10,000. This is the problem of schedule of changes in working capital. So this kind of problem we are doing, this kind of problem, one problem. So next class we will go to we will go to do the problems of schedule of changes in working capital. Thank you students, thank you very much.